In this video, I'm going to teach you a simple mental trick that's going to help you become infinitely more confident with attractive women. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jacob, and on this channel, I give you insights that help you become more confident in your own skin, help you make friends anywhere you go, and ultimately attract the types of women you've always wanted to attract. Let's get into it. So back in February 2023, I experienced a crazy night out with a girl that totally changed the way that I viewed attraction forever. You're gonna wanna stick around until the end of the video because that's when I reveal this crazy realization that I had. So it's 2023, it's a cold February Friday night, and I'm just 4 weeks removed from ending a 2-year relationship. I'm still super shy. This was before I started approaching women really. I'm still feeling really lonely and kind of lost. Earlier that day, like literally Friday afternoon, like I was crying in my car because I was lonely. I was worried that I would never actually meet a girl like my ex-girlfriend again. And what if there's no girls out there that will love me the same way that my ex-girlfriend loved me? Deep down, I knew that that was kind of a crazy, like silly thought to have, but I was just 4 weeks away from this really painful breakup, and I was just in a lot of emotional pain, honestly. That night though, my friend invited me to go out to a bar with his cousin and two other girls that were her friends. So it's basically him, his female cousin, and her two friends. And he invited me to come hang out with them. I was like, of course I'm gonna go out and hang out with you guys. To be honest, I was just going out to hang out with him. I just wanted to meet him. I didn't really know his cousins at all, and her friends I obviously didn't know, but I was kind of curious, like, yeah, maybe they're cute, maybe something happens with one of them. So I get to this bar, and immediately, there's a lot of music playing. It's kind of like a dimly lit, kind of black and blue bar or whatever. He immediately greets me. I say what's up to him. Immediately after that, I see her, Audrey. She was this beautiful girl, and she was actually one of the friends of his cousin. She walks up to me and just kind of, introduces herself, and she asks me what my name is. And I'm like, Jacob. And she says, oh, wow, that's such a cool name. And it's kind of loud, there's music playing, and I'm like, internally, I'm like confused because I'm like, that Jacob's not a cool name. Like, it's just one of the most common names that a guy could have. So in my head, I'm like, oh, she likes me. Like, she's flirting with me right now, obviously, because there's no way my name is that cool. I told her my name is Jacob, and she like lit up. She was like, that's such a cool name. I'm like, all right, that's weird. She definitely fucking likes me though. So we have that interaction, and then immediately I joined the group, like the rest of the group, say hi to everybody, and we're talking. And within the first few minutes, I put my hand on Audrey's lower back, like super confident because I know that this girl likes me a lot. I just lean into her. I kind of lean, to her ear, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get a drink. Do you want anything? And she's like, yeah, like, I want a tequila sunrise. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna get one too. I bet you never had one before. That sounds interesting. So I went to the bar. I feel cool as fuck because I'm not really this guy. In general, I'm not like a nightlife type of guy. I don't love that atmosphere, but especially back in 2023, again, this is 4 weeks after, a 2-year relationship ended. I'm feeling kind of uncertain about my ability to like talk to women. Here I am like buying a drink for a girl, and I feel pretty cool. I'm like touching her on her lower back already. I'm like, damn, this girl really likes me. I bring the drinks back. We just start talking, but I'm so comfortable around this girl. Like I'm touching her. I'm just, leaning in, kind of asking her questions, getting to know her, looking her in the eyes, unwavering eye contact, just like really, really intimate, honestly. And what's crazy is because normally in these situations, I'd be all in my head. I'd be questioning everything. I'd be wondering like, how do I sound cool? What questions should I ask? Is it okay to like touch her on her lower back? Like, do I need to ask her if I could do that first? But I knew that this girl already liked me. Like, she was so obvious about liking me from that crazy compliment that she gave me in the beginning. So I was really comfortable doing all this stuff. And then throughout the rest of the night, bro, that's how I was with her. We ended up dancing, and bro, I don't dance for shit. I am a stiff white guy. I'm awkward when I dance, but there we are on the dance floor, and she's like kind of like one of those like club going girls. She likes to like dance and stuff. She's like grinding on me. I'm like holding her hips, and it's getting super intimate. I'm super surprised that this is even happening. I've like never really been in a situation like this because I also turned 21 during COVID, so I never really got to experience that like nightlife clubbing type of environment. But this is all happening, and I'm looking at my friend John, and he's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I know, dude. And it's all kind of happening so naturally, I'm not forcing anything to happen. She's dancing on me. I'm like putting my fingers through her belt loops, like in her pants and stuff, and just kind of like so comfortable touching her and everything like that. and she's like receiving all of this as well. Towards the end of like the clubbing part of the night, we decide that we're all gonna go to John's apartment, and there's about like 5 or 6 of us, so we need to get 2 different Ubers. I remember she was gonna go into a different Uber then, and I was gonna go with my friend into a separate Uber. But I like walk up to her, and because I noticed that she was kind of like, she was dancing on me, but then she was avoiding me kind of, and I was like, what the fuck is this? So I walked up to her, and I was just super confident, like, you know, kind of grabbed her hand and was just looking at her, and I was like, why are you running away from me? Like, what are you doing? Just so like cocky almost. I was like playful, and just I felt so comfortable around her. We end up, you know, going our separate ways to John's apartment, and once we get there, John has this big ass bean bag in the middle of his living room. It like takes up the entire living room almost. So naturally, I sit down in that bean bag, and Audrey also sits down. I think she might have been sitting down first, and then I sat down with her, just like super confidently, just like went in and like sat down with her, and we're basically like cuddling, right? Like I have my arm around her because there's not really like a ton of space on this beanbag. You kind of have to like put your arm around like around who you're sitting with. I have my arm around her, and eventually everybody kind of goes their separate ways. A couple people go into the balcony, a couple people go into, you know, another room or something, and kind of to give us some space, obviously, without saying anything. So once everybody's out of our way, we just start making out. And still, I'm kind of like, this is crazy. Like I've never done this before. Like I've never pulled a girl this easily at like a nightclub, but I'm like, this is how it must feel to be like a confident, fucking natural guy. You know what I mean? And after we're done kissing, we're talking again. She looks at me kind of confused, and she's like, wait, what's your name again? And I was like, Jacob. My name is Jacob. And she was like, oh, I thought your name was Draco. So it turns out when I first told her my name back in the very beginning of the story, when we first met, she thought my name was Draco, like Draco Malfoy out of fucking Harry Potter. And when she said that my name was so cool, it wasn't that she was saying Jacob was cool. It was that she thought my name was Draco, and she was like, whoa, that's a really cool name, which like it is. Like if someone's name is Draco, you do have to fucking tell them like, yeah, that's a cool name, dude. So that whole night, what I thought was her being flirty with me in the beginning was literally just like a misunderstanding. I thought she was being flirty, but she thought my name was Draco, and she was like, that's a cool fucking name. And she was just telling me that. We ended up parting ways that night. The logistics of us like hanging out more was just too complicated. I was staying with my parents at the time, so was she. It was already super late, but I woke up that next morning feeling pretty amazed. That night, I was more confident with her than I'd been with any other girl in my life. Like I've never done this before, like meeting a girl and then that same night making out with her and like potentially leading up to having sex. Like I've never done that before within the span of a couple hours. And my confidence that I had, that I carried myself with, it was all based on me assuming that she liked me. I believed that she liked me, and it changed the way that I acted throughout the entire night. I was touching her confidently, escalating physically without even thinking about it, touching her on her lower back and putting my arm around her without even thinking about it. I was just saying whatever was on my mind and cracking whatever jokes I wanted to tell. My realization was, if you assume women like you, everything kind of falls into place. You no longer overthink what you're gonna say, or should I touch her, should I not touch her on this date, what do I do? All the thinking just stops when you assume that a girl likes you. Imagine if you actually assumed and believed that women that you talk to already like you. Your whole energy would shift. Eye contact gets super steady. You're like staring this girl in her eyes confidently. You've got like a slight smile on your face as you talk to her. If she says something that confuses you, you're like, what? Like you don't try to just like adapt to whatever she's saying. You actually push back, you tease her, you're touching her on her lower back, you're putting your arm around her, you go in for a kiss when you feel like it, because you just feel like that attraction's there. And if she's receiving it, then everything just becomes so natural. Most guys your age overthink everything when it comes to women. They're waiting for those perfect signs from a girl to basically invite them, be like, hey, come kiss me, come touch me. Women are never gonna do that though. You as the guy are always gonna have to lead and escalate to that next step. And that's just the way that dating works. I want you to imagine if you started assuming and believing that every woman you talk to from now on liked you. How would you act differently? Would your eye contact be, shaky and nervous, or would you actually steadily hold eye contact with this girl? Would you tell jokes that feel more natural to you? Would you ask questions and make observations and tease the girl in a way that feels more natural to you, because you know that there's nothing you can do to push this girl away? She already likes you. I guarantee that mindset is achievable because, bro, most guys your age overthink everything when it comes to talking to women. They overthink the conversations, the approaches, the dates. Like, hey, like, do I escalate physically? Like, how do I put my arm around her at the right perfect time? And instead of being one of these guys that overthinks everything, or just one of these guys who's just completely invisible to women because he doesn't even try, you could become the guy who assumes that women already like him. You could hardwire this mentality into your brain with step-by-step courses, texting guides, information on how to escalate physically on a date. My course and my community even has approach footage that shows you real life interactions that are grounded in reality. They're not about that being, sleazy pickup artist guy or like some red pill, looks maxer guy. It's just about having real conversations with women that you find attractive. So scroll down and join my course right now. The link is in the description. It's literally built for you to learn exactly how to do what I described on that crazy night with Audrey. If you like this video, make sure you hit subscribe, and always remember that growth will only happen when you're uncomfortable. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you next time.